When approaching a pedestrian crossing at an intersection with no signals, you must A. Continue driving if no one is in the crosswalk. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. Stop and yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk. D. Honk your horn to alert pedestrians. Answer: C. You must stop and yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk at an intersection with no signals. If you are driving on a road with no centerline, you should A. Stay on the left side of the road. B. Stay as far to the right as possible. C. Drive in the middle of the road. D. Follow the car in front of you closely. Answer: B. On a road with no centerline, you should stay as far to the right as possible to allow safe passage for oncoming traffic. In Wisconsin, it is illegal to park within how many feet of a fire hydrant? A. 5 feet. B. 10 feet. C. 15 feet. D. 20 feet. Answer: C. It is illegal to park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant in Wisconsin. When driving through a construction zone, you should A. Speed up to get through quickly. B. Follow the posted speed limits and be prepared for sudden stops. C. Ignore the construction signs if no workers are present. D. Change lanes frequently to avoid equipment. Answer: B. In construction zones, follow the posted speed limits and be prepared for sudden stops or lane changes. When a school bus is stopped with red lights flashing on a divided highway, you must A. Stop if you are behind the bus. B. Stop regardless of which direction you are traveling. C. Proceed with caution if you are on the opposite side of the highway. D. Continue driving at your normal speed. Answer: C. On a divided highway, you are not required to stop for a school bus if you are on the opposite side, but you should proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light at an intersection means A. Stop and wait for the light to turn green. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. Speed up to clear the intersection quickly. D. Ignore the light if no traffic is present. Answer: B. A flashing yellow light means you should slow down and proceed with caution through the intersection. The no zone around large trucks refers to A. Areas where you should never park. B. Blind spots where the truck driver cannot see you. C. The truck stopping distance. D. Areas where the truck cannot drive. Answer: B. The no zone refers to the blind spots around large trucks where the driver cannot see other vehicles. When approaching a railroad crossing with a train coming, you should A. Try to cross the tracks before the train arrives. B. Drive slowly across the tracks. C. Cross the tracks quickly if the train is far away. D. Stop at least 15 feet from the tracks and wait for the train to pass. Answer: D. You should stop at least 15 feet from the tracks and wait for the train to pass. When driving behind a motorcycle, you should A. Follow closely to prevent other vehicles from cutting in. B. Maintain a greater following distance than you would for a car. C. Pass the motorcycle immediately. D. Use your high beams to ensure the rider sees you. Answer: B. Motorcycles can stop more quickly than cars, so it's important to maintain a greater following distance. In Wisconsin, you must use your headlights. A. Only when it's dark. B. Whenever your windshield wipers are in use. C. Only on highways. D. Only when other vehicles are present. Answer: B. In Wisconsin, you are required to use your headlights whenever your windshield wipers are in use due to poor visibility. If you are involved in a minor collision and no one is injured, you should A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Move your vehicle out of the traffic lane, if possible. C. Stay in the middle of the road and wait for the police. D. Argue with the other driver. Answer: B. If involved in a minor collision, you should move your vehicle out of the traffic lane to avoid further accidents. When a vehicle is tailgating you, the best course of action is to A. Speed up to increase the distance. B. Brake suddenly to scare them. C. Change lanes and let them pass. D. Ignore them and continue driving. Answer: C. If a vehicle is tailgating you, it's best to change lanes and let them pass to avoid a potential collision. Wisconsin's implied consent law means that A. You can refuse a chemical test without consequences. B. By driving in Wisconsin, you agree to take a chemical test if asked by law enforcement. C. You must take a written test every year. D. You only need to take a chemical test if involved in an accident. Answer: B. Wisconsin's implied consent law means that by driving, you agree to take a chemical test if requested by law enforcement. On icy roads, the best way to stop is to A. Brake firmly and hold the pedal down. B. Pump the brakes gently. C. Use the parking brake. D. Shift into a lower gear. Answer: B. On icy roads, it's best to pump the brakes gently to avoid locking the wheels and losing control. A driver approaching a blind pedestrian must A. Continue driving normally. B. Yield the right-of-way. C. Flash their headlights. D. Honk to alert the pedestrian. Answer: B. Drivers must yield the right-of-way to blind pedestrians, who are typically identified by a white cane or guide dog. In Wisconsin, the legal blood alcohol concentration (BAC) limit for drivers over 21 is A. 0.05%, B. 0.15%, C. 0.1%, D. 0.08%. Answer: D. The legal BAC limit for drivers over 21 in Wisconsin is 0.08%. When merging onto the freeway, it is important to A. Enter at the speed of traffic. B. Enter at a slow speed. C. Stop before merging. D. Weave in and out of traffic. Answer: A. When merging onto the freeway, it is important to match the speed of traffic to merge smoothly and safely. When driving on a one-way street with multiple lanes, you should A. Stay in the lane that is closest to your exit. B. Weave between lanes to find the fastest route. C. Drive in the left lane only. D. Ignore lane markings and drive wherever you like. Answer: A. On a one-way street with multiple lanes, stay in the lane closest to your exit to ensure a smooth transition. If you are driving and your car starts to skid, you should A. Brake hard immediately. B. Turn the steering wheel in the direction of the skid. C. Accelerate to gain control. D. Turn the steering wheel in the opposite direction of the skid. Answer: B. If your car starts to skid, turn the steering wheel in the direction of the skid to regain control. In Wisconsin, it is illegal to drive with a BAC of 0.08% or higher if you are A. Under 18 years old. B. 21 years old or older. C. A commercial driver. D. Both B and C. Answer: D. It is illegal to drive with a BAC of 0.08% or higher if you are 21 years old or older or a commercial driver. If you approach a stop sign with no other vehicles around, you should A. Stop completely and check all directions. B. Slow down and proceed without stopping. C. Ignore the stop sign if no one is around. D. Honk and then proceed. Answer: A. Always stop completely at a stop sign and check all directions, even if no other vehicles are around. In Wisconsin, headlights must be used A. From sunset to sunrise. B. Only during nighttime. C. Only on rural roads. D. Only in bad weather. Answer: A. Headlights must be used from sunset to sunrise and during any time of low visibility. When parallel parking, your vehicle should be A. No more than 12 inches from the curb. B. No more than 18 inches from the curb. C. No more than 24 inches from the curb. D. No more than 6 inches from the curb. Answer, B. When parallel parking, your vehicle should be no more than 18 inches from the curb. You are driving on a highway and see a lane ends sign. You should A. Speed up to beat the traffic. B. Stop immediately and wait for traffic to pass. C. Merge into the other lane as soon as possible. D. Ignore the sign if traffic is light. Answer, C. When you see a lane end sign, merge into the other lane as soon as it is safe to do so. In Wisconsin, you must signal your intention to turn at least A. 50 feet before the turn. B. 100 feet before the turn. C. 200 feet before the turn. D. 300 feet before the turn. Answer, B. You must signal your intention to turn at least 100 feet before making the turn in Wisconsin.